Our lesson for today is about one of the most useful instruments in the biology lab, which is the microscope. So at the end of this presentation, you should be able to label the parts of the microscope and to describe briefly about their functions, and we will learn how to calculate the magnification scale. First of all, what is a microscope? A microscope is a tool that is used to magnify the very tiny things and to show the details inside the objects. So, the microscope is an optical instrument having a magnifying lens or a combination of lenses for inspecting objects too small to be seen or too small to be seen distinctly and in details by the unaided eye. You can observe here the different parts of the microscope, starting by the eyepiece, the body tube, the revolving nose piece, the arm, the objective, the stage clip, the coarse knob clip, the diaphragm, the light source, the base, and the fine adjustment knob. Each part has its own function. For example, the light source will release light to make it easier for you to see the slide. The arm supports the tube and connects it to the base. The stage, it's the flat part where you place your slides. The stage clips, they hold the slide in its place. The diaphragm controls the amount of light going through the slide. The revolving nose piece rotates the objective lenses. The objective lens adds to the magnifications. The ocular lens or the eyepiece is the piece that is looked through and has a power of 10. The body tube, it connects the eyepiece to the objective lenses. The coarse adjustment knob, it's a large knob that moves the stage or the body tube up and down and focuses on the specimen. Finally, the fine adjustment knob, it's a smaller knob that is used to fine-tune the focus of your specimen. Here are certain rules that you have to abide by while you're using the microscope. So when carrying the microscope, you must carry it with the arm and the base. The microscope must always be stored with the lowest powered objective in place. When bringing an object into focus, you must use the lowest powered objective and the coarse adjustment. Also, only use the fine adjustment on the highest powered objective. The lenses should be cleaned with lens paper. And finally, the whole microscope must be kept away from the edge of the lab table. How to use the microscope? Simply, you have to place the slide on the microscope, clip it down, click the nose piece to the lowest or the shortest setting, look into the eyepiece and use the coarse to bring the object into the focus, and you can use the fine knob in order to resolve it or to make it clear.
So the microscope. This is the microscope. The microscope is an optical instrument used to observe the very small objects that cannot be seen by the unaided eye. Let's talk a little bit about the parts of this microscope. Number one, we have here the eyepiece. This eyepiece, I will put my eye here in order to observe through it. Inside this eyepiece, I have a magnifying lens with 10 times magnification. And then here you have the body tube. And then here, it's like the nose, right? This is called the rotating nose piece. Okay, and this piece I have these objectives, these lenses. Each objective of them has its own magnification. Each objective has a different magnification, so I can read on them. For example, this lens has 10 times magnification. So watching any observing any object through this objective means I am observing it 10 times bigger. The same for this one. This lens is 40 times magnification. So it has magnification 40 times. It makes zoom 40 times. I'm looking to the object 40 times bigger through it. The same for this one. This is the least powered one, it is 4 times, it has magnification 4 times. So these are the objectives, the lenses, in addition to the eyepiece lens. Don't forget this lens, guys. Okay, through these objectives I will observe the object or the specimen I have in this slide. The slide, it will be on this stage. This is called the stage. This slide will be fixed through this using these stage clips. They are used to hold the slide in place. This stage can go up and down using these 2 knobs. Okay, the coarse adjustment knob and the fine adjustment one. The coarse adjustment one can take the stage up and down in a very fast way, as you can observe here. But the fine adjustment one, look, I'm taking the stage up. Look how hard it is. It goes in a very, very slow manner. Not like the coarse adjustment, it moves the stage in a very fast way. The coarse adjustment is used with the least powered objective. For example, 4 times I will use the coarse adjustment to take the stage up and down in order to focus my picture. But for the fine adjustment, it is used only with the highest objective lens, with the highest powered objective. 40 times I will use the fine adjustment in order to take the stage up and down and focus my picture. Don't use the coarse adjustment with the highest powered objective, otherwise you will take it in a very fast manner. You will break the slide and you will use your specimen and you will break the microscope. So the coarse adjustment is for the least powered objective, the fine is for the highest powered objective. The last part is the light source. This light source make it easier to observe the slide. This is called the base of the microscope, and this is the arm of the microscope. This is called the arm of the microscope. So there is some rules that you should know before using the microscope. When you bring the microscope, you should handle it from the arm and from the base. One hand on the arm and the second on the base. Okay? When you bring the microscope, put it in the middle of the table. Keep the microscope away from the edges of the lab table. Put it in the middle. Number 2, the microscope should be stored on with the least objective lens in place. As you can see here, the 5 times is in place. Always store the microscope with the least objective in place. When I'm done from using the microscope, I will rotate the nose piece to the least objective and return it back to its place. Okay? The third thing, don't forget guys, use the coarse adjustment with the least powered objective and use the fine one with the highest objective. Don't switch them. And the last thing that you should know about this, don't clean or try to clean the lenses with your hand or with the gloves or with a normal tissue. The lenses are cleaned with lens paper only. Okay, now we can use the microscope. Yeah. So now we know the rules of the microscope. So now I can use it. This is the slide I'm going to observe. So put it on the stage. Use the clips to fix it and hold it in place. Okay? When you are done, make sure guys that the least lens is used, is in place. Okay? Now you can turn on the light, this light source in the microscope. You can put now your eye on the eyepiece. Okay, I'm gonna use a bigger objective. Okay, now use guys the coarse adjustment to take the stage and make the picture, to focus the picture. When you focus the picture, now you can use the fine adjustment to make the picture or the image more clear, to make it clearer. Okay, and that's it.
So when you're using the microscope, you are observing the magnified size of a certain object. You are not using, or you are not seeing the real size. So this is actually the real size of the ant, and this drawing may show you the magnified size of the ant, and this drawing looks about 3 times the real size of the ant, as you can observe. Now you may wonder, how did I know that this magnification corresponds to 3 times the real size of the ant? To know more about this, just grab your ruler and let's measure in millimeters. So now let's measure the length of the real ant, the length of the body of the real ant. If you count it in millimeters, you can count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the length of the body of the real ant is around 10 millimeters. However, let's measure the longest part of, or the body, the length of the body of the magnified ant. If you count them, you can get here 10 millimeters, 20 millimeters, to be around 25 millimeters. So in order to calculate what we call the magnification scale, so we're going to divide the magnified size by the actual size. So the magnified size of the ant was 25 millimeters, while the real size of the ant was 10 millimeters. So you're going to get 2.5. So as a result, in this example, we're trying to say that the drawing was magnified by 2.5 times, or it is 2.5 times bigger than the actual ant size. And this is right too. Join the Zoom session when you're done to practice more how can you calculate the magnification scale.